Ever sat on a decision for way too long, overanalyzing every possible outcome, only to realize you were just delaying the choice you were going to make anyway? Yeah, me too. Today, we're diving into why overthinking keeps us stuck and how to break free from it. Overthinking has been one of my biggest struggles and probably still is to this day. That's why I called this episode Paralyzed by Overthinking, because that's exactly how it feels. A few weeks ago, I put off sending a simple follow-up email for an entire week. Not because I didn't know what to say, but because I was overanalyzing the situation. I kept thinking, am I being too pushy? Will they think I'm annoying? And what if I'm coming across the wrong way? And guess what? When I finally sent the email, it was just one sentence long. The response? A quick, absolutely, I'll make sure it gets taken care of today. That was it. All that stress, all that overthinking for nothing. That's when it hit me. Overthinking doesn't lead to better decisions. It just delays the decision I was probably going to make anyway. And the worst part, when we obsess over making the perfect decision, we often make no decision at all. So why do we do this? Let's break down why overthinking happens and how to stop it from running your life. Why could overthinking keep you stuck? Overthinking creates analysis paralysis, where the fear of making a wrong decision prevents us from making any decision at all. The more we think about a choice, the harder it becomes to act. A famous study found that when grocery store customers were presented with 24 jam options, they struggled to choose and were less likely to buy anything. But when only 6 options were offered, people were far more decisive. More choices equals more overthinking. Too many options feel like they give us control, but they actually make decisions harder. Simplifying choices helps us act faster and more confidently. Overthinking just delays the decision you were going to make anyway. Most of the time, after all the stress, analyzing, and second guessing, we still end up making the same decision we were going to make in the beginning. Remember that email I put off for a week? I was afraid of coming across the wrong way, but in the end, I sent the same exact email I was planning to send from the start. The only difference? A week of unnecessary stress. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos breaks decisions into 2 types. Type 1 decisions are irreversible choices that need careful analysis. And type 2 decisions are reversible choices that should be made quickly. Most decisions we overthink, they're type 2. What decisions are we most likely to overthink? They're type 2 decisions, easily reversible, so why waste time stressing? If a decision is reversible, make it quickly. Most of the time, waiting doesn't change the outcome, it just wastes time. How do we stop overthinking and start making decisions? Instead of letting overthinking run the show, leaders and high achievers have systems for making decisions efficiently. Former US Secretary of State Colin Powell followed the 70% rule. If you have 40% or less of the information, you're making a blind guess. If you wait for 100% certainty, you'll be too late. The sweet spot? 70% certainty. Enough to make an informed decision without getting stuck in overthinking. So here are 3 keys to help you stop from overthinking. Number 1, set a time limit. Give yourself 24 hours to make small decisions and 1 week for bigger ones. Number 2, limit your options. Reduce the choices to the top 2 or 3 and pick the best one. And number 3, shift your mindset. Accept that no decision is perfect, but any decision is better than none. Make decisions with enough information, but don't wait for perfect certainty. It'll never come. Think about a decision you've been overthinking. Set a deadline, cut down your options, and commit to making the call. No more second guessing. Overthinking keeps us stuck, slows us down, and rarely changes the outcome. The key is learning to recognize when you're spiraling and take action anyway. So what's one decision you've overthought recently? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you tackled it. If this week's episode helped you out, hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to ring the bell for next week's episode, A War on Clones. You won't want to miss it. Peace.